If we see the background of Mahabharata and what has happened in the battlefield till now, in the background of Mahabharata we see that Arjun and the five Pandavas had undergone a lot of suffering. In their childhood, they were with their father Pandu, their mothers Kunti and Madri in the forest. Then they went to the Gurukul. Again, there were no luxuries for them. Then, after enjoying the kingdom for some time, they again went to the woods. They were exiled. There were a lot of sufferings there. And we commonly believe that once we undergo sufferings, our personalities become better. We become better humans. So Arjun was a very evolved human, we can assume that. And the questions which he asked were very logical. He did not talk about his own self. He said why to kill his own loved ones, the ones who are wishing good for him. So he takes into consideration one social aspect. Later he takes into consideration another social aspect, the aspect of the society at large, that once we kill people at large scale, the traditions and the dharma of society will be lost. He further dwells and he goes into the life beyond life. He says, when I go to the other world, I still will suffer there if I fight such war which I am going to fight. Then he says that it's better to die than to kill. And these things appear logical to everyone. We have similar questions in our daily lives. Why has it happened to me? I was not prepared for it. Why did the God do this? Why did the God put Arjun in such a bad situation? But these questions, they do have answers. But these answers are beyond the rigid wall which is impermeable, and that wall is wall of reason. With the kind of consciousness we have today, there is no reason which can take us beyond. Once our consciousness goes beyond, we go through the wall of reason, we go beyond reason, and we find wisdom. To find such wisdom, it is important to ask right questions as Arjun did. But these questions should be in form of appreciative inquiry. They should not be in form of a challenge where we believe that, let me see, how can you satisfy me? Once we start questioning with that intent, the wisdom is never going to come. Wisdom will come with belief and surrender. It is similar to a child going to school and asking a question from his teacher. The child does not ask a question to demean the teacher. He expects the right answer. And even before the teacher has answered the question, the student believes that the answer will be correct. And the answer in the modern times and also in the ancient times had to be proven correct. To prove correct, it should have replicability. Everyone should be able to replicate. 2 plus 2 should always be 4. The sun should rise every time in the east. It should replicate itself. Can the wisdom replicate itself? Yes, it does. But with minor variations. These variations come because whatever we perceive is perceived by 4 things. First are the indriyas, the senses. The second is the manas, the mind. Third is buddhi, the intellect. Fourth is ego, the ahankar. These 4 things come together and make the antakaran. the internal body of wisdom. And the processing of all these four is different for different people. It is not too different, but it is slightly different for everyone. It will not be same for me and you. We take an example of a noisy place, a crowded place where any two people are standing, one is busy in something and another is just hanging out. One hears lot of noise there, the other one, he does not. Not that his ears are not capturing it, but his manas, buddhi, they are not processing it. It is not going into his antakaran, the intelligent self, because he is busy somewhere else. So, there will be difference, a slight difference, but it is replicable. We can do it again and again. Apart from replication, we seek the proof. Whatever we are experiencing, we have to have proof of it. Or whatever we are made to believe, we have to have proof of it. One proof, as Shastras say, is pratyaksha, the evident thing. A table in a room is there and everyone can see, it's evident. The second proof is anuman, a guess, a conclusion, which we can draw, and through experiences of our lives, we draw similar conclusions on different occasions. And the third one is apatvat, the speaking of some experienced people. A person goes on a hill and he comes back and tells there is a lion. The hill is a dense forest and we tend to believe that he might be correct. We do not doubt him much. Rather, we don't doubt him. We stay away from that forest. So the wisdom which is beyond reason is what Bhagavad Gita is. And from the second chapter, we'll go on the journey. The second chapter is known as Sankhya Yoga, the science of discrimination. How to separate reason and wisdom. How to go beyond reason and embrace wisdom. Do follow it and draw your own conclusions in life.